was a safe place. It was one where I always felt loved and adored. As you all know, grandmother had 5 sons and 1 daughter, losing her beloved Kathy at such a young age. This naturally made her partial to girls, and grandmother was not the best at hiding that. It was very known, and as a granddaughter, I could do no wrong in her eyes. I've been told that I favor Kathy in image. Such a compliment that is. My dear cousin Shelley texted me the other day and said that God brought a piece of Kathy back to grandmother through me, and that I blessed her, but the blessing was truly all mine. Excuse me. All of her grandchildren gave her a sense of purpose. She was completely selfless in how she loved us. When we were young, we used to visit her on Saturdays as a family, my immediate family. And I would sneak in a bag of clothes in the back of the car because I wanted to stay the night. And as it was time to leave, I would say, "Can I stay the night?" And my mom would say, "Sorry, babe, you don't have clothes." And I'd pull out my bag, and she'd say, "Well, I guess you can stay." And we would stay up till midnight, watching Days of Our Lives. It was recorded on the VCR. Eating hot tamales, Cheez-Its, and licorice, and all the other bad snacks we would never have been allowed to eat or watch on TV. She had the best snacks and made the best food and showed us the trashiest TV. Then the next morning, we would go to church together. And nothing is sweeter than sitting next to her in church and hearing her sing those hymns. And of course, she always had to bring me to the pastor to brag on her grandchild. But my favorite part about going to church with her was watching her in the nursery with those babies. Taking care of babies was second nature to her. She loved to take care of babies. She loved each of my babies as well. I remember my biggest prayer as a child was that my grandmother would live long enough to see me get married and have babies. I know Amy had that same prayer. And God gave me so much more than that in time. I now raise 4 children, and I often think how it was possible that she's raising 2 more than I am. My little baby girl is her namesake, Reagan Carolyn. What a name she has to live up to. Getting to see my oldest son, Sawyer, adore her and comfort her in the frail state that she was these past few years is a memory that will forever be ingrained in my mind and heart. Such is the circle of life. I remember showing up at her doorsteps in tears when I had a bad day in law school. We're trying to navigate marriage as a young adult. And I would just knock on the door without calling, and I wouldn't say anything. And she would just hold me and let me cry. She wouldn't ask me any questions because she just felt my pain, and her touch took it away. She was simply a safe place to be. Grandmother was my person. She was my rock and my cheerleader. I'm so thankful for all the years that I had with her. Her words of advice and her love will forever be in my heart.